Good morning from Winnipeg and good evening from Bangladesh. My name is Kawser Ahmed, and this morning we gathered here to discuss about our ongoing project, Rohingya Female Adolescent Education Project in Bangladesh, and it is generously funded by MCIC Manitoba. And today we have with us Mr. Abdul Queshta from MCIC and Dr. Helal Mohiuddin, the project director from Conflict and Resilience Research Institute. From Bangladesh, we have our implementing partner, Agrajatra, and Mr. Helal from Agrajatra is also with us. So let's begin our session today. And right from the start, I would like to share the gratitude that MCIC has extended funding this pilot project, which is enormously important for the female adolescent children in the camps. And we have moved a little bit with the project because it started officially on April 12th. But unfortunately, the project had to be stalled
প্রেজেন্টেশনটা তো আমার এখানে তো দেখানো যাবে না
because of
তাহলে তো
COVID
ল্যাপটপে দেখো
restrictions
এটার ভিতরে
in
তো
Bangladesh.
প্রেজেন্টেশন নাই জি
And and this is one of the reasons that we had to kind of stumble quite a bit of time due to COVID situation and restrictions imposed due to COVID and accessing camps. So today what we plan to do is to listen to first Dr. Helal Mohiuddin. He's going to brief us about the project itself. And after Dr. Helal Mohiuddin finishes his briefing, I'd request Agrajatra to kindly tell us what is going on the ground. And finally, we'd go back to Mr. Abdul Queshta for his remarks, and we'll listen to MCIC's contribution to this whole project. So without further ado, Dr. Helal Mohiuddin, please take over and begin. Thank you. Unmute, please.
Good morning, Dr. Kawser Ahmed and Mr. Abdul. Good evening to my Bangladeshi partners here. I am Helal Mohiuddin, Professor of Political Science and Sociology in North-South University, and I am also serving as the project director of the project. So as Dr. Kawser mentioned, that we have been having quite big difficulties over years to launch it. From the last years, we have done a couple of meetings, and not only one or two, actually quite a number of meetings, and we have changed our plans again and again and again, at least 5 times. So finally, we are in the proper shape because we are seeing some light, ray of hope at the end of the tunnel. Probably we will be able to do it by the mid of this month, hopefully. Because I was expecting to be in Cox's Bazar this week on 4th or 5th of June, but we could not because government has extended the lockdown, strict lockdown for another 1 week up to 6th of June in Bangladesh. We never expected that. And there is another bad news on our side that the Rohingya case is staggering. It's going up in Rohingya camps. So this is another sort of uncertainty for all of us. And I was discussing that with Mr. Helal, the executive director of Agrajatra, our partner organization, and implementing organization that is working in the field. Mr. Abdul, there is an update that it would be a little bit difficult for our partner organization, Helal Bhai, brother Helal, to probably switch on his camera because their network is very poor there. And if more than one person wants to connect, it gets poorer. So this is why probably he just kept the camera switched off. But anyway, we will be going with that. My update is that Mr. Helal, executive director of Agrajatra, has already prepared a PowerPoint slide that will say about the organization and also about the plan, the way we are going forward with it. So in general, in shortcut, this is a pilot project. It's not a full-fledged big project, but we'll be running it as a full-fledged project for sure, because we have already selected 25 girls under age 18 and 25 boys under age 18, and 4 students with disability. That's okay. That's in our discussion at this moment. So the thing is that camps are closed. We cannot go to camps, but Mr. Hilal's organization is going home to home. They are keeping close contact with the respondents that they have been having from other projects as well. And they will be picking up from there where they left them before, half done part, or those who of them just got a little bit of orientation about education. Now they will be getting a little better education, at the same time some structured education that we will be providing them, so that they can become more capable to read, write, enumerate, at the same time communicate with others in the outside world. And there we will be also using little bit of English and internet too. We are planning to supply them some audio visual contents as well, and we are in the preparation of those audio visual contents. I just had this afternoon some discussion with some UNICEF staff. They are my personal friends, and I spoke to them. I also spoke to one person, Mr. Saif Shahin, today. Is IOM's International Organization of Migrations, and they would be helping us to get some advice, the best way we could run the project and we could accomplish our goal. With this discussion, I would request Brother Helal, the Executive Director of Agrajatra, to continue from this point and to share with us whatever he's thinking and what is the current situation there and how things would get better. And then I would request Brother Abdul to provide his advice so that we can write them down and we can go ahead around that, and we can have some chat, some question answers as well. And that's it. So Brother Helal, Agrajatra.
Thank you. Actually, in my office today, I am facing some difficulties for internet connection. I am unable to, sometimes I am disconnected, but I am listening some word. Unfortunately, I am unable to present the presentation from my desktop. Can I request to Mohiuddin Bhai, can you present what we already shared with you? Then I can describe. Can you share the presentation?
Yeah, just I need a minute then, because I will have to drag it out from my computer.
Okay, that will be helpful for me.
Just allow me a second. And it is just open in front of me on my cell phone, but I cannot present it from the cell phone. That's the problem.
Could you send it to me, please?
I can send it to you as well. Okay, I am forwarding it to Dr. Kawser, and then Dr. Kawser can. I forwarded it to you. You can run from your computer.
I can also do maybe, but it is taking time.
No problem.
No problem. We understand. We understand that it's a little bit difficult on your side. And
in the meantime, Dr. Helal, if you talk about the context of the education project a little bit.
Okay. Brother Abdul, just for your information, we have a bigger project. It is funded by Rotary International. That would be 1 year project, long project. And this small fund from MCIC would really help us to get the reconnaissance. We have taken it as the reconnaissance, just learning through practice, learning through action. So it's a kind of action research. We will be providing full-fledged intervention supports there, and it will give us the insight, the understanding of the dynamics, the problems and challenges, and we will be sorting that out here. We will be submitting to you a report after we finish the project, and in that report it would be clearly laid out how we might need to proceed further, because it's a gulf of problem with these Rohingyas. It's a very difficult, we have a lot of challenges there. It is very difficult to cope with the seasonality is one of the biggest factor of interruption here, because now it is monsoon and monsoon is coming. It is also cyclone season. This is one. Other thing is that Rohingya, as you understand, that the COVID situation is all on a sudden, it's staggering in, it's going up in different camps, Rohingya camps, and that's why government just released new strict, you know, uh, logout uh, and declare a strict logout in these camps. Other than these challenges, some of the people are moving to Bhasanchar, a new place. Other people are getting missing. We are recently getting all those information that some people are missing from the camp. And this is one of the most vulnerable groups, as you understand that it is not easy to work with the um, displaced people and refugee people. But still, Agrajatra is doing quite well because they have good monitoring system, and they have already their experience from previous projects. So taking into consideration all these things, we have adopted a kind of action research strategy, so that we will be learning from the mistakes and learning from the positive delivery, and then we will be shaping again, once again, if situation gets better, probably by the mid of July, we will be again sitting together. We will be having a one day full day workshop. This is the initial plan, the full day workshop, and probably we will be inviting you as well to be in that workshop. In that full day workshop, we are planning to redesign based on the experience that we got this. So it's a kind of process planning that we say in our academic jargon, in academic language. So process planning will be taking place there. But everything, again, once again, everything is depending on this very critical situation, how the situation turns in. Based on that, we'll be doing that. So this is it. I don't really want to add anything more other than this. Dr. Kawser, are you ready for the
Yes.
presentation?
Yes,
Okay.
he's ready. Helal bhai, Cox's Bazar, go ahead. Mr. Helal, Cox's Bazar, can you hear us?
Helal.
Go ahead. Your presentation is up. You can go ahead. Right, go ahead.
Sorry guys, I changed my laptop. I changed my desktop. Okay, thank you.
Go ahead. Yeah, continue.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Just continue your presentation.
আপনি পরের স্লাইডটাতে যান, এটা তো ইয়ে স্লাইড, কভার স্লাইড তো।
Okay, so thank you, dear Mr. Abdul, for your time, and also Dr. Kawser and Mohiuddin bhai. Thanks for your time. Actually, so this is our we expected to meet last week. Anyway, so we prepared this presentation on basis of the current situation in the camps, and as well as the total what's the status right now, to understand for everybody. So as it is already mentioned by dear brother Mr. Kawser and Dr. Mohiuddin Helal, so it is already actually long way we are project, as due to the whole country it is locked down in all the educational institute, whole country. and since last year, still our all educational institute closed, and as well as the Rohingya camps is same. In the Rohingya camps, all learning center, CFS, everything. Sorry, I need maybe stop my camera. Okay, so this in this time we are trying to get approval from the NGO Affairs Bureau. So finally we got the approval. The without approval from NGO Affairs Bureau, it is not possible to run any project in Bangladesh and as well as Rohingya camps. There are some procedures is there. So finally we receive FD7. This is we call FD7, the top one. FD7 approved. It is NGO Affairs Bureau from Government of Bangladesh. And after that we submitted the approved documents to our camp management, CIC, camp in charge, as well as RRC office. For the clearance of the camps management. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes,
Carry
hear
on.
you.
Carry on, yeah.
Okay, so this is actually another approval. It is required from the camp management because this is separate management. So this is this we already submitted our all documents to from the camps. But suddenly the second wave, it is in our country, COVID situation suddenly it is increased, and there are a lot of positive case. And the first time the Rohingya camps found lot of positive case from last 2 months. So in this situation, we need to wait for the normalization of the camps and camp clearance. So in this situation, we just waiting for our camp management approval. And meantime, we already recruited and all the student we already enrolled. As you know, we have 20 NONGS CFS adolescent hub in the camps. Almost 15 camps we are working right now. So our all the centers is well set up, and all the student already enrolled. So but we are waiting for the camp management permission in this stage. Please, next page. Okay, so this is our approval copy. I'm sorry, this is the Bangla version actually. This is our approval copy from government, and this just to understand, we shared this copy. And meantime, we already procured some educational materials, and our staff, they are providing door-to-door COVID awareness. This is our continuous process, actually, activities in the camps. And yeah, next. This is one of our adolescent hub. You see, this is one of our adolescent hub. Just we share with you the where we are going to start our activities. This is one camp. Next slide, please. This is the camp present situation in the camps. This is our adolescent hub where we are conducting the session.
Next slide, right?
Next slide, please. This is previous photo actually. So this the adolescent actually. You see, this is the adolescent. This is the situation. This is the actually environment. Yes, next slide. This is one of our CFS. This is also another one. The child friendly space. And there's some toys you see. Next slide. This is recent picture in COVID situation. We take some session. This is our staff conducting some COVID awareness session, and in the CFS, some children, they are they are painting, drawing. This is just 2-3 months ago. This picture actually. Yeah. Next slide. Yeah. So these actually previous slide, please. Previous slide. Yeah. This is actually in this we are waiting for the camp management permission. Otherwise, we are all set to continue this program. So we are already selected 50 adolescents for our session, and so this is actually just update as we are unable to conduct any session. So in meantime, this is right now this is our update. So we are trying to hopefully this month, next 6 June, government maybe withdraw the restriction, maybe, or normalize the restriction. So we will hopefully we'll start our session as soon as possible. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hilal
Thank
bhai,
you.
just I
Yeah, please, Abir bhai, if you want to add anything, please.
okay, that's like I would like to add something. Actually, the picture photo are showed. The last picture showed that the strategy how we will be educate the adolescent girls. This is the strategy so that they can more understand this issue. But due to the COVID situation, we are not going to do these things. So hopefully we are covering the home-based service. Actually, at the COVID situation, and some points we are our staff are providing the service related to education, which is very important for them. This is the updated, but in the institutional system, we are not going to do this. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so Brother Abdul, we are requesting some feedback from you, your suggestions as well. Dr. Kawser might not stay with us for long because he has office from 8:30. So I'm not quite sure whether he's already there or not. But he told me to continue. If he's not, he's there. So that's fine. Okay. The main marshal is there. Okay, fine. Please go ahead, Dr. Kawser.
No, thank you so much. So I just wanted to know a little bit more about the challenges after the COVID situation is kind of, let's say, tolerable, and how do you plan to run this project? Is it? I mean, how do you select the children, adolescent, and what do you expect out of the whole project? So, can you, Helal from Cox's Bazar, can you just explain for all of us? Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, this is Agrajatra working in the camps last 3 years after the massive influx in the influx, and having different types of program. And right now, Agrajatra, we have almost 20 nongs. It's the child-friendly space and adolescent hub in throughout the camps. So what advantage here actually? Already we are covering almost 3,000 adolescents right now in several camps. So in the meantime, this is easy for us to select the adolescent for this program. And as every adolescent hub having almost 210 beneficiary adolescent, what actually we are working right now. So in this camps, we can select the most vulnerable adolescent for this program, and definitely our one major indicator is to select the beneficiary who having large family, but they are not educated.
So in the camps, some of the family size 8 to 12, even 14. So even 14 members, but they are not literate. So this project will focus the elderly child, elderly adolescent who are not educated. We will educate them. So this project will give the education to elderly adolescent, and the project will give the objective is they will educate them their parents. They can educate their younger brothers or sisters. So this is actually theme. This is really good, and education sector appreciated our plan, and education sector also attached with us. Time to time we are updating them in this situation, but we have very good expectation for this project, and hopefully that will makes a very good impact. So far we hopefully. Abir bhai, I am requesting you if you want to add anything. Abir bhai actually our focal point for education program. So this is maybe he can add more good things, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Hilal bhai. Actually, regarding the selection process, we talk with the sector and also the nearest education focal point in the camp. Actually, the adolescent who are not getting the support or education support from any others organization, we selected them to learn in here. This is the one important things. And actually these you know that the Rohingya is the Muslim, so the adolescent girls, and they don't have any access to easy access to movement outside or long distance, so their parents are not allowed these things. So we talk with the parents and we explain our education strategy, and we explain the parents how they will educate it in here. So we have some cases face some challenges to come out the adolescent in the hub in our education center. So and now it seems okay. Now they are most free and they understand our systems. So some cases the parents are come in our education center and they saw, and they're very satisfied in here. But at this moment we are facing a lot of challenges for the COVID season. But the initially we have, when we have started, that was a very appreciated program, and hopefully we think it will be very much appreciating program when will be started next after COVID situation. And this is the our thinking. But in another thinking, if the COVID situation is still long, then we are thinking we will provide the service, home-based service. Home-based service means that we will select some home, other 2, 3, or 5 adolescents will come there. So we will provide the session and the education in that they are in their own house. We are thinking like this. That could be the home-based, group-based service.
Okay, okay,
5.
Abir bhai. Okay, let me share something. Just summarize
Okay,
quickly.
thank.
Abir bhai,
Okay,
I'm
okay, thank you.
just interrupting a little bit just to save our time because all of us are running
Okay,
short of
okay,
time. So
bhai.
I am just making it quick. So we are providing basic literacy, numeracy, then participatory income generation and cooperative development related idea and information. With idea sharing, it is going to be participatory because we are getting some insights from them as well, not only from our ones. So this is the main objective at this moment, that will be accomplishing these outcomes. About the
Yeah,
benchmark where we will be going, as we said that it is a continuous process based on their capacity and level. We will be selecting the benchmark in the middle of the project. So the first benchmark will be prepared either in May, July, next month, July, or in August, in consultation with other organizations, other experts, especially BRAC, UNICEF, and others, those who have education programs, they will give us an idea of what would be the benchmark of their like basic literacy, grade 2 level or 3 level or 4 level. Where should we go? Because whatever we give them, we need to get them perfect and workable, not the other things. The same thing about numeracy, participatory income generation, and other things. Excuse me, just I need to switch it off. Okay, that's just my. So that's what I just wanted to share with you at this moment. That this is the modality of our service provision, and then we will be reviewing everything and we will be preparing benchmarks. So two benchmarks will be prepared in the middle, just seeing the capacity of the students, how they will be catching up, because there will be different types of students, their capacity are not same. So this is it.
So thank you very much. I just wanted to get some insights about. So physically, we cannot go to the camps now because of the COVID restrictions. So we are expecting after June 6th, if I have heard correct, restrictions might be eased
June
and we
6th,
can
if
access
government doesn't extend for another round,
another round.
now it is a
Right.
strict
And
lockup now
today,
at this moment.
right, today the
And the
spaces
COVID
that
situation is,
today the
COVID
space
cases are going up.
Agrajatra showed us is basically these hubs, adolescent hub or Shantikhana. These spaces will be used for the classes, right? And
Right.
if the
Yes, right.
restriction is right, okay, and if we continue seeing the restriction is not being lifted, then the plan is to deliver it home based. So do you have any idea when you will decide to go to home based delivery? I mean, do you have some planning, because we never know whether the restriction would continue or not?
Actually, we are waiting. The home base is time keeping, and also it may not be very fruitful and difficult to monitoring the system. So we are waiting maybe after June, or after, if it is continue after June, in first week of July or second of July we will start these things. But now we are waiting for government decision. This is the
Yeah.
first week of June.
One thing
Hilal
I
কিছু বল-
want to add. Yeah, I want to add actually this depends on camp management permission. As we
Yeah,
already submit our documents to camp management. After COVID situation, if COVID situation is not normalized, we'll talk with the CIC our alternative plan. Then if he agree, then we can conduct even from June. It is depends on camp management permission. That's the actually
yeah.
one barrier now.
Exactly. Exactly, Hilal.
What are the camps you are going to run this project? What are the number of camps? Do you have-
One camps.
What is
Because
this
this
number?
is very small. This is very small beneficiary, and we cannot go all the camps. So this is camp 14.
Camp 14.
What
Okay.
camp 14? This is name is Hakimpara. It is a Kutubalong extension camp. So this is in this camp we are planning.
Okay.
We already
Fantastic.
submit documents in this camp.
Fantastic.
Camp 14.
Okay. Okay. Great. So just send me the name of the CIC by email, Mr. Helal. Okay. And so yes, I'm done with the questions. So I think we'll go back to our sponsor, and Mr. Abdul is representing MCIC today. So Mr. Abdul, floor is yours if you have any questions, concerns. Thank you.
Thank you all. Yeah, thank you for this presentation and the information about the project. It looks like there are like a lot of challenges due to COVID, but this is I can say this I see from like all, like most of the organization that we are funding now. So like since COVID started, like I have received many requests for no cost extensions, like just they asking more time for implementation. So this is totally understandable, no issue with that. And it will be like more hard, like maybe to, especially like with your project about like working with refugee in camps. So this is like more, make it like more difficult, like with COVID. So yeah, I actually I don't have questions. I just want to thank you and maybe ask about the when do you expect like this project be completed? Do you think like this year? My question just uh, like uh, to give you like a recommendation that you can, if you complete this project before November, then you can apply for another year.
Thank you.
So yeah, so based on like the committee, they can receive another application, but you have to complete like the project and provide us with a final report so they can assess the new request for another year. But if not, that's fine. You can wait for June. So yeah,
Yeah, I have
yeah, go
I
ahead.
have something. Yeah, I have something to share with you. So our plan. We have two plans. Plan number one: if COVID situation is getting better and government lifts off all the restrictions by June, we will be doubling or tripling our work. Probably we will be having some more staffs just to expedite time. But still, November is, I think, too ambitious time for us.
Mm-hmm.
But we will try our best to complete it by then. If we can not, then probably we will be applying for an extension. At the same time, we are foreseeing that we need to reapply for carrying it over again, carrying it up the project, because this project is very important, very significant, and we are getting very good feedback from every level that this sort of alternative idea would be better. The way we are designing our transformative education, like, okay, it is transforming from one person to another person, it has multiplication effect, and it has sustainability as well, so that some are getting educated and they are educating others, their family members, and then family members to going to their small communities, 4 or 5 neighborhoods, 4 or 5 neighbors, and that's why it is expanding on its own, without any intervention, without any support, external support from them. So the idea is kind of unique, but still we need to foresee and we need to supervise, guide them properly. And in doing that, probably we need to have an extension. But it is our firm determination. We are determined to double or triple our activities just to finish it by November and produce a report so that we can apply for the second round, another round for a little bit advanced education that would really help them not to forget and make the project sustainable.
Yeah, and yeah, and even like if you couldn't like complete by November, it's okay. You can still have like you can apply for the next May, like May 2022. So either November, either June. So yeah, no rush in terms of timeline. You can,
Thank you very
yeah,
much.
yeah, you can like you want to build a success over a success. If there is a success there, get it and put it in a final report, show like pictures about the success, uh, provide the financial report for the report, and I think you can like build based, you can you can get funding maybe for an extension for the second year of project. Maybe you have another idea of support for Rohingya there, in addition to the education, and
Exactly.
you can apply. Yeah, and Dr. Ahmed, as you know, like you can apply for more
Thank you.
like more money, but you have to fundraise more here in Winnipeg
Right.
in order to
Right.
match that number. So what I would say, keep going.
Thank you.
And yeah, and once you complete this project, then you can like we can work together to what's the next funding intake, so that you can continue like your work. And yeah, that's it
Thank you.
from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So, Mr. Helal from Cox's Bazar, if you have heard, our sponsor group, MCIC, represented by Mr. Abdul, what he was saying, that we can build upon success, and that is super important, right? So we need to complete this project successfully. We understand it is pilot project, and COVID has given a lot of challenge thrown challenge to us, but we appreciate your hard work, Mr. Hilal. Keep going. And of course, each week we take a progress report, but for last 4 weeks we didn't progress much, as you understand the restrictions. But we want to keep track of our project every week, and we post the updates in our website, so anybody can access the website and see how much we progressed. So, Mr. Hilal at Cox's Bazar, what Mr. Abdul has emphasized, that let's try if we can complete by November this year, then we can apply for further funding based upon the success of the project. So, from CRRIC, we would be looking forward working, with the MCIC in the future as well. And this is how I think is so important to provide education for the female adolescent Rohingyas in the camp. And I would like to conclude this session by expressing another round of gratitude to MCIC for supporting this project right from the beginning. And this is a unique organization in Canada. Those I'm talking about the the way MCIC funds projects like this. They go out of the way and fund this project. When we approached MCIC, they were the first Canadian organization who moved so fast and allotted fund. And thank you so much, Mr. Abdul, because I know you are behind it in supporting us. And Mr. Abdul is always an email away. When I send him an email, he replies within 10 minutes. So thank you once again, Mr. Abdul, for your support. So let's conclude this session. I know we all are committed elsewhere. So,
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Helal at Agrajatra, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in. Dr. Helal, Mohiuddin from Bangladesh, Mr. Abdul from Winnipeg. Mr. Abir, thank you very much. Your briefing was succinct and very interesting. So keep us in the loop, and we would like to support this project. And most importantly, we want to see the project successful. Thank you.
Yeah, one last thing
Yeah,
just
yeah,
in
Abdul,
my
yeah.
mind. Thank you. I would recommend like for
Thank you very
more
much.
like
Thank you.
public engagement in
Public
Winnipeg.
engagement.
I think this is one of the criterion that the MCIC look for when they extend for another year. So if you can include the activity that you will do here during the implementation of the project or after, how like kind of events, some of the social
Understood.
media like posts in your
Correct.
website, on some of the online maybe events for fundraising, for information, for like all of that, through the mosque, through the community events. This is like will add like more strength to their application. And yeah, and this is like we fund like these projects in behalf of the government of Manitoba. So the main funder for this grant is the province of Manitoba, and we are just like the executing body for this grant. Yeah, that's it from me. Thank you so much all, and hopefully like
Very
we
good
will
suggestions.
do all
Very
of
good
the
suggestions. Yeah, we have that. We have that in our planning. That public engagement and community engagement. We also have some plans for events for kids that would also involve other stakeholders. and other people, like sports, games, and some online activities as well. So there will be some activities, but everything, just we are waiting for this very
Yeah, yeah.
mesmerizing situation to
This is
uh,
totally understandable. Yeah, I
yeah.
was suggesting about like here in Canada, in Manitoba, how to engage the Canadian with your project, like how they like not of people, not a lot of people like here know about the Rohingya problem, no, not know about like Rohingya issue or refugee camps. So if we can do like some of the public engagement activities, you can do kind of presentation. What I recommend for you, Dr. Ahmed, I can connect you with Grace. She's like a public engagement specialist, so you can do like an event with like MCIC can host an event
Thank you. Will do.
for you like to present your project to the
Thank you.
public.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, I will be more interested. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Thank you
That would
all.
be great. That would be good. Thanks a lot,
Okay. Thank
and
you.
have a good day, brother Abdul.
You
Bye
too.
bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.